In this video, I'll be talking about the history of LEGO Star Wars in media. This includes games, shows, and shorts, so let's get started. The first LEGO Star Wars short was called The Han Solo Affair. It was released in 2002 and was a stop-motion short that takes place during The Empire Strikes Back. It shows Luke, Leia, and Chewbacca trying to get Han Solo, who is frozen from carbonite, back from Boba Fett and the Empire. The first LEGO Star Wars video game was released on March 29, 2005 on Game Boy Advance, April 2nd on PC and PS2, April 5th on the original Xbox, August 23rd on Mac, and October 25th on GameCube. It adapted the prequel trilogy of Star Wars films, with 6 levels in The Phantom Menace, 5 in Attack of the Clones, and 6 in Revenge of the Sith. This game is notable for featuring Revenge of the Sith, even though the movie was released 2 months after the game did on some of the platforms it was released on. So the game features some cut content from the movie, such as the disguised clone troopers and Anakin killing Shakti. Both of these appear in the same level as well, which is kind of funny. The game also has a bonus level where you play through the beginning of A New Hope as Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. Revenge of the Brick was a short film released in May 2005 and aired on Cartoon Network. It was the first CGI LEGO Star Wars short. It features very, very, very ugly designs of the characters, which going forward LEGO Star Wars shorts would not feature these designs and instead feature more figure-accurate designs, which is obviously for the better. Like, these are really awful to look at. The plot was very, very, very loosely based off of Revenge of the Sith, like having the battle over Coruscant and events of Kashyyyk, but neither event played out how they did in the film. Like, the battle over Coruscant type thing was over Kashyyyk instead of Coruscant, so it technically wasn't even a battle over Coruscant. Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Mace Windu are even on Kashyyyk with Yoda in Revenge of the Brick, even though obviously in the movie that doesn't happen. And they also go to Mos Eisley at the end, which, you know, obviously isn't in the movie. The poster is also pretty clickbaity, as Darth Vader only appears in the end credits and a photo at the end for like 2 seconds. LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, released on September 12, 2006 for PC, PS2, Xbox, Xbox 360, GameCube and PSP, and Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS and Mac. As the title suggests, it adapts the original trilogy of Star Wars movies, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Each movie has 6 levels. The game features very, very similar gameplay to the original LEGO Star Wars video game, only now you can build and you can make custom characters, 2 things that will be staples of almost every single mainline LEGO game going forward. The ship levels were also vastly expanded upon, because in the original game you'd be auto-flying through the levels, whereas in this one you could freely move about in the ship levels. November 6, 2007 is when LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga came out. It was a game initially released on the PS3 and Xbox 360 and Wii, but was released on Steam in 2009. It was a combination of the first 2 LEGO Star Wars games with slight changes, like Attack of the Clones now has 6 levels so it fits in with the rest of the movies. The original LEGO Star Wars game also had a cut level called Anakin's Flight, which was Anakin destroying the Trade Federation ship from the Phantom Menace. This level is in this game now as a bonus level if you collect a certain amount of gold bricks. August 28, 2009 is when the short film Quest for R2-D2 released. It was made for the 10th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. The short is about R2-D2 going missing, and he has some valuable information inside of him, which everyone is after, and everyone's trying to find him. He is found by some Jawas who sell him to General Grievous and the other separatists and the bad guys. But then Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Ahsoka, Captain Rex, and Commander Cody find him and defeat them. Then the information inside of R2-D2 is revealed, which is VIP tickets to Skywalker World, a fictional theme park. The short ends with the characters going there and having some fun. A web game based on this was released on November 12, 2009. May 4th, 2010 is when the fastest and funniest LEGO Star Wars story ever told released. It is a stop-motion adaptation of the original trilogy, told in a fast and funny manner. A prequel version was released a year later, on May 4th, 2011. Bombad Bounty was a short film released on September 17th, 2010. The short featured Jar Jar Binks as a cleaner for Boston Ass Cleaners, and Darth Vader accidentally slips up where Jar Jar was cleaning. So he hires Boba Fett to capture him, and they go through various scenes throughout the original trilogy. March 22nd, 2011 is when LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars came out. It was a video game released for the PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, PC, DS, 3DS, and PSP. The game adapted some episodes of the Clone Wars TV show as its levels, as well as the first level being the Geonosian Arena battle from the Attack of the Clones. July 22nd, 2011 is when LEGO Star Wars The Padawan Menace came out. Unlike the previous LEGO Star Wars shorts, which were around 2 to 5 minutes long, this one was a full 22 minutes, which is the standard length for the average TV show episode. The short featured Yoda and a young boy called Ian who, spoilers, turns out to be Han Solo, and they get stranded on Hoth trying to find the Sith's secret battle plans. C-3PO and R2-D2 also look after Yoda's Padawans, and they get stranded on Tatooine. September 26, 2012 is when The Empire Strikes Out released. It was also a 22-minute short film. It shows the Emperor bringing back Darth Maul, and he and Darth Vader get jealous of each other. Luke also dresses up as Vader to escape fangirls and gets mistaken for him by the Empire. May 29, 2013 is when the first episode of the Yoda Chronicles came out. Season 1 was 3 episodes long and took place between Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars. It mainly focused on Jak 14, who was a Sith clone and he had a lightsaber for an arm. It was obviously originally made by the Sith, which made him originally a bad guy, but he gets redeemed and becomes a good guy in the end. Season 2 was 4 episodes long and was called The New Yoda Chronicles, and was set in between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. The Yoda Chronicles aired on Cartoon Network, whereas the new Yoda Chronicles aired on Disney XD, and was also the first set of LEGO Star Wars shorts to air on Disney XD. And all the remaining ones in this video, unless I say so, will also air on Disney XD. Anyway, the first episode for the new Yoda Chronicles released on May 4th, 2014. There were also 11 shorts released for the Yoda Chronicles. The first 3 shorts take place before Yoda Chronicles Episode 1, the next 3 take place before the new Yoda Chronicles Episode 1's flashback, then the next 3 take place before the new Yoda Chronicles Episode 3, then the final 2 take place after the new Yoda Chronicles final episode. There were also 2 games released for the Yoda Chronicles. The first one was a mobile and browser game released for the first season. It was released on May 4th, 2013. The second one was released on September 4th, 2014, and was about the new Yoda Chronicles. It was also only on mobile and browser. You can no longer download either of these games on mobile officially anymore. July 30th, 2014 is when LEGO Star Wars Micro Fighters came out for iOS and Android. In the game, you would fly around in a little microfighter. The game is also no longer available. There were also some short films released for it and the tie-in sets from 2014 to 2016. July 6th, 2015 is when Droid Tales came out. It was a 5-episode show about C-3PO, and he's trying to find R2-D2 who gets captured after the Battle of Endor is over. And he tells stories to the people he meets along the way, mostly adapting the movies. LEGO Star Wars The Resistance Rises is a TV series made to promote The Force Awakens. There were 5 episodes, and episode 1 released on February 5th, 2016. The show shows you what the character was doing just before the start of the movie. April 4th, 2016 is when LEGO Star Wars Force Builder came out. It was a mobile game for iOS and Android, where the player would build ships for characters and would fly them around. June 20th, 2016 is when Season 1 of the Freemaker Adventures came out. It was about a scavenging family called the Freemakers. The main character is a young boy called Rowan, and he is force sensitive. He also has an older brother called Xander, who is a pilot, and a sister called Cordy. They also have a battle droid called Roger. They meet a Jedi called Nare, who says she will train Rowan, but she secretly turns out to be a secret Sith working for Palpatine. The final Season 1 episode aired on August 29th, 2016. Season 2 featured the Freemakers joining the Republic and a new villain known as MOC. It was released on June 17, 2017, and its final episode on August 16, 2017. June 28, 2016 is when LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens came out. It was a video game adapting the Force Awakens movie, with its first level adapting the end of Return of the Jedi. The platforms are released on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Wii U, PC, and 3DS. LEGO Star Wars All-Stars first episode came out on October 29, 2018, and its final episode on December 8, 2018. It was about Roger from the Freemaker Adventures, telling stories from his past. LEGO Star Wars The Holiday Special is a Disney Plus original short film that released on November 17, 2020. It is an obvious reference to the bad Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978, though the LEGO version isn't much better, to be honest. It's set in the sequel trilogy after the events of Rise of Skywalker and shows Rey time traveling or something. September 24th, 2021 is when LEGO Star Wars Battles came out for Apple Arcade. The best way to describe it is Clash Royale but with Star Wars characters. There are differences between the two games, but you can definitely tell where their inspiration came from. October 1st, 2021 is when LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales came out on Disney+. It was a Halloween short film that, to be honest, isn't much better than the holiday special. In fact, it's probably much worse. November 19th, 2021 is when LEGO Star Wars Castaways came out on Apple Arcade. In the game, you design your own character and going around doing missions. And finally, April 5th, 2022 is when LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga released. It is a game for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch and PC. It adapts all 6 Star Wars movies, plus an extra 3. It's the most ambitious LEGO game yet, and while I do think I prefer the complete saga to it, it's still really fun to play, because you can play as Claude. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos. Goodbye.